George Kittle and his wife, Claire, wanted Caitlin Clark to lose despite the gesture by the Indiana Fever star. The pair were rooting for the Golden State Valkyries on Sunday. Caitlin Clark had a brief reunion with familiar faces on Sunday night at the Chase Center when the Indiana Fever faced the Golden State Valkyries as the WNBA star met up with the San Francisco 49ers' George Kittle and his wife, Claire. The reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year walked across the court before the game to greet the NFL tight end and his partner, both of whom share Iowa roots, like the 23-year-old, a graduate of the Hawkeyes program. Also in attendance was the 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, and also his wife, Kristen, who went viral in 2024 for her NFL-themed apparel that was even worn by Taylor Swift. The courtside meeting drew attention, but despite the warm gesture, the Kittles were ultimately rooting for the home team in California and left the venue happy as the Valkyries ran out winners on August 31. Meanwhile, Clark herself was not available for the contest as the guard continues to recover from a strained right groin and a bone bruise in her ankle ahead of the WNBA playoffs. Injuries have severely limited her availability this season, as she has appeared in just 13 of Indiana's 40 games, although in that span, she has averaged 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, 5.0 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game. The Fever entered the matchup riding a two-game winning streak, but were unable to sustain their momentum as Indiana fell 75-63 to Golden State, dropping to 21-19 on the season. The result not only halted their recent progress, but also complicated the playoff picture as shooting inefficiency proved decisive, with the team converting just 33.3% of its field goals and going 6 for 30 to 20% from beyond the arc. The offensive struggles left the Fever unable to mount a meaningful push against a Golden State team that executed effectively on both ends, although Aerial Powers delivered one of the few bright spots for Indiana. Coming off the bench, she scored a season-high 17 points and collected 4 rebounds, whilst Kelsey Mitchell added 14 points, and Natasha Howard contributed 13 points and 6 rebounds. With the defeat, Indiana slipped to 8th place in the WNBA standings, now trailing both Golden State and Seattle by half a game. The Fever's position underscores the urgency of their situation, as only a narrow margin separates multiple teams vying for playoff berths. The Fever continue their road trip with a crucial game against the Phoenix Mercury on Tuesday, followed by a return to Indianapolis for a Friday matchup against the Chicago Sky. Each contest carries increasing weight for a team fighting to solidify postseason positioning ahead of a potential return for Caitlin Clark at the start of the WNBA playoffs.